It's Wrestling Rundown with Jay Santy.
Live from New York, it's
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
New look here on Turnbuckle Tabloid, here on StreamYard, and giving y'all all the love that you deserve for the new year. Hi, Whole Milk. Hi. Man. Is this me or is this me? It's my headphones that's doing this. Guys, returning back to Facebook Live. Crazy. Look at you. Jit, thank you for checking the audio. All right, now turn that off. Turn that off. So, oh, it's me. Oh, that's me. Shut up, you.
It's been you.
I know it's always been me. So, trying to do something new this year, trying to get a different look, trying to get more of the podcast out to you guys. And not only that, wanted to celebrate the 400th episode with Turnbuckle Tabloid with you guys. It's such an accomplishment. I want to thank all you guys who've been a part of the show and the years, the episodes, the grinding, and all things that we've been doing here. I want to thank everybody who's been partaking and being a part of what happens here. Thank you guys for your support and your listening and your sharing and being a part of Rageworks Network and all that's tied to it. Thank you for my guy Homo, who's sitting in with me today again. And right now we're doing a Wrestling Rundown, which is the news part of this show, and I'm always the Norm Macdonald of this segment, and this is your weekend updates. Wrestling Rundown. So
for anybody, we want to preface for anybody that's watching live on Facebook right now that this is gonna be very jam packed.
Oh, this is way over the top. Way over the top. This is gonna be ridiculous. So
We're gonna be covering everything that's been going on the past probably 2 weeks at this point.
something like that. So kicking off this week's Wrestling Rundown, we are basically discussing what happened to Riddle. What's going on with Riddle? There's been some
Last I heard, he went to rehab.
yeah, and I laugh because who didn't see this? Who didn't see this coming?
And,
What do you got?
Honestly, with the whole situation, it's very weird and very heartbreaking for somebody that was a fan of Matt Riddle, because this guy, even back from the Indies, had star potential written all over him. But it seems to be he's been dealing with a lot of personal issues more than the weed. allegedly, and now there was a bunch of this dude gets around with the ladies.
Oh,
Where two, I can't name them.
I'm not hating though.
I don't want to name them. I don't have their names in front of me. But one allegedly said that he was cheating on her with another porn star, and like, he was allegedly doing something he wasn't supposed to do in her apartment.
Cooking?
No, well,
Is that what it was? Cooking?
with his nose.
Oh. I saw what you did there. Mm-hmm. Listen, at the end of the day, my guy.
And the latest update now is that he's promoted for an upcoming house show later this month.
Shout out to my boy Rob. What's good, baby?
What's up?
So, do you think the 30 days is enough for him?
I think, from whose standpoint, him or the company's?
Both, actually.
If he's well enough to come back and work, fine. But at this, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is an ongoing situation and he is released.
I'm not a fan of just 30 days. 30 days, I don't believe works for many people. Honestly,
What about the Orton rule?
which is,
You work a strike off, where you don't get a strike.
but times okay. The Orton thing is different because with Orton
Yeah,
he
he was made star. He was main eventer.
but also that in that day and age, it was
They were protecting him.
no, marijuana was the big strike. Mm-hmm. This day and age
It's accepted.
exists, especially now that culturally and politically it's
A lot
accepted.
of the wrestlers are having their own line of nicotine.
Right. But now you done found out that he's doing more than that shit.
Yeah, the hardcore shit, allegedly.
Right. So it's not just the regulars. Guys, if you want to call in, the number is 315-371-4367. The number is 315-371-4367. So for me, I'm hoping there's some kind of resolution to the case because early on I wasn't a big fan of him because I didn't get it. And it took a lot of
From his
people.
NXT days?
Yeah, and even before then, for him to in his indie days, I was like, I didn't get it, but I saw that he was able to conform to the WWE ways, and he was their modern day RVD. Mm-hmm. So
Vince loved him.
I didn't see anything wrong with that. I thought that was fine.
I'll honestly say after the Seth Rollins match, he's been fucking annoying on TV.
Really?
Hit my bong, bro.
Yes. I'm wondering who did that. I want to know who did that.
You put anybody with Elias, it's the kiss of death.
Look at our boy Isaac. Hi, Isaac.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that whole hit my bong go, man. Because it's reaching. It's reaching.
Very reaching.
Yeah, it's reaching. But
It's slapping you in the face.
hopefully that we can see some kind of progression with him, and hopefully that
Hopefully he's in a better place.
and when he comes back, we can see him in. I don't need him in any title runs or anything like that. Let's just have fun with him.
Eventually he'll get a title.
Yeah, of course. Oh my goodness gracious. How can we deal with the fact that WWE
The anticipation's killing me.
is waiting for Del Rio to come to what?
Sorry, what?
No. That's not right. It is right. Alberto Del Rio, El Jefe, El Macho, whatever the fuck he's calling himself these days,
Oh, idiot.
is basically saying that he's gotten calls from WWE
From
and
that big nose motherfucker.
that what?
His words.
But apparently that's not true. It's not true.
I would love to know which WWE exec he's talking to.
Apparently that yeah, that's the case.
I
That
might be in the Rumble. No, you won't.
he spoke to somebody, and WWE has sat there and denied the fact that no, we've not spoken to him. We have not.
We
Spoken
have
to
not
him.
reached out to Mr.
No,
Del
we
Rio.
no. There's nothing. No. I think we have a lot of Latinos in there. That's enough in there. I think Legado de Fantasma is covering that.
We have Los Lotharios.
Hey Ben, my man from England. What's going on, Ben? Yeah, I don't see that happening. Guys, if you want to call in, like I said, 315-371-4367. That's 315-371-4367. I don't see WWE calling. I don't get it.
Especially Triple H.
Why would
No.
this happen?
No, never.
The sad part is that he's a talented dude, honestly.
Eh.
Really?
He has his moments. Let's be honest. He has his fucking moments. I'm struggling to think of a great Alberto Del Rio match, honest to God, but
I'm more in line to say that maybe
what?
we can get
Can he have the rematch with one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that kicked his ass?
or maybe we can get
Which is a true story.
we could get what's his Andrade would definitely cover that spot.
He's a better Del Rio.
Yeah, exactly. I think, except that the only thing is that
Del Rio speaks English,
well, clearly, but
better. Better English than Andrade does.
yeah.
Unless somebody proves me wrong.
We'll work on it. Are we looking to see a return for certain individuals in a WWE product?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Green has acknowledged the fact that she's taken down her OnlyFans.
After her deal with Impact Wrestling was completed.
Really?
I hear Toxic Attraction has an opening spot,
Really?
and the Royal Rumble is around the corner.
Really?
Next,
What's I mean? Honestly, no. But before we go to the next, I say,
yeah. Honestly, Chelsea Green is talented, but she is, let's be honest, has been injury prone the last few years.
right.
She seems to have a fucking injury almost every other week, which is a sad thing to say, but she is talented.
Well, the one thing that I can say is that you bring in Chelsea, but does that help to bring in?
Do you get the other one?
Do you get the other one? Do we bring in?
Matt Cardona.
Is he a good look for the company now?
For WWE?
Yeah.
Probably. Most definitely. If he... okay, so if he's Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of...
I love him on the indies, though.
Right.
But it's just... I could see him going back. The thing is, like, it's like another thing with the Miz. Like, Miz needs his wife. Matt Cardona
who's
could come
come
back
back-
with his wife.
Who's come back without their gimmick in WWE?
That has worked.
Yeah. Who's come back that's not in comparison? That's who left as their gimmick and then come back as their shoot or whatever they want to work with.
Shit. I guess Cody.
But Cody's Cody.
I know.
Cody's always Rhodey. Cody's
Roadie.
Cody's always Cody.
Well, remember, Cody left us when he was Stardust. He came back as himself.
I mean, it's different when it comes to.
That type of
Yeah.
shit. I know. I don't know.
Hey, you gotta look at it. What's Ben talking about on the comment section? Hey, he's No, it's not Cody. Like I said, it's not Cody.
Del Rio was good in Lucha Underground and the about as Alberto Del Rio, he had some brutal matches. As long as Chelsea Green remains on Instagram, I don't mind what she does. I think Cardona incredible since he left WWE, reinvents himself.
Right. To me, it's just. Yeah.
It's hard to think of.
I would like to see them both back, but I'm okay with the fact that he comes back with the Zack Ryder one because the fans will recognize that.
Right.
But Matt Cardona is legit. I ain't gonna
Luke Gallows. Ben said Luke Gallows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but before he was fired like the first time, he was Luke Gallows.
He didn't have any other thing going on. So.
He was fucking fake Kane and Festus.
Yeah,
those are his only two gimmicks.
Yeah, it's kind of
other
different.
than his big, bald, boring ass.
Yeah, I think that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Miro is upset. Are you hearing this?
Is he really upset, or is just his wife is?
Well,
because I like to comment on this because you meant allegedly the plan was for Miro to come back at full gear and put someone over.
Right.
And he did not, and he said no.
Well, the conversation is the fact that
Rusev said no to the idea that was pitched to him.
Well, the conversation is that
Let's also remember this was reported by Dave Meltzer.
That WWE veterans are not okay with putting AEW people over.
Some of them.
Right. So I don't know. I'm on a fence. I'm on a fence with this.
I mean, think about it. What was Miro's spot? Brian Cage's spot? He would lose to Ricky Starks.
Right.
Is that when Miro turned down? In theory.
Right.
I mean, there was nothing else on the full gear thing that fits what Miro could have done.
Right. I'm
just more annoyed with his wife because CJ Perry goes, "Oh, WWE is so great. The fans can't wait till Rusev Day returns." It's like, your husband re-signs with the company back in March. He's staying there for a while.
All she's doing is really pretty much covering her fucking ass.
Meanwhile, she's supposed to support.
And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, meanwhile, she's promoting her show Surreal Life.
Right.
I mean, shit. If you want to go back
are
to
they
WWE,
using,
go.
But are they using Miro properly here?
No, they don't know what to fucking do with him, and he doesn't know what to do with them. Meanwhile, Rusev, Miro, whatever you want to fucking call him, is like, "Oh, I love Tony Khan. Tony Khan lets me do what I do." Apparently not. Where are you? Are you hurt? Are you sick?
Exactly.
What is your deal?
Miro, I actually like you, and I want to see more from you, but let's just see. Impact is now using Santino Marella as...
They're trying to trademark that bullshit.
No, they did get it.
Oh,
they got it. Yeah, they got it.
They're going to be putting up fighter for that.
Yeah, they got it. I like him, though. I've always liked him. I've always liked Santino.
Talk to Jim Cornette.
About what? That's their personal heat. But as for...
I think it's weird. Not weird. I mean, it's interesting, considering that his daughter is in NXT right now.
Right.
Trying to make a name for herself.
Well, the family got to make money. What's wrong with that?
What the fuck's he gonna do with Impact? Fight Joe Hendry?
Yeah,
Go against Moose?
that's not a bad look, though. What you just said.
Great. I mean, let's be real. What was his main gimmick? A sock, a cobra.
I think that might be a
Are we getting
possibility.
Are we getting Santino Marella authority figure?
No, not yet. I don't see him
What
as
kind
that
of version are we getting? Are we getting?
Yeah, I don't see.
Are we getting the fake Italian? Or are we getting a real Santino Marella version?
Yeah, I don't see him as that kind of guy. But I don't know. I mean,
Bully Ray's about to win their world title again, so fuck off, Impact. Let's be real here.
shit.
A lot. Which one have you got now?
It's just, I'm.
This is what happens when you take a break.
Tony Khan.
Uh-oh.
And SAT.
Did he win Booker of the Year?
That happens later on. But Tony Khan and SAT. You know
this horse shit.
Do you know who SAT is?
Spanish announce team. The Maximo Brothers.
Well, let's tell people what that.
Amazing Red's friends.
Let's tell people who they are.
You have a better. You know them better.
Well,
history wise, you know them better.
But you're mad about this.
I'm mad because of the fucking marks. They're getting mad over a jobber gimmick. That's SAP, not SAT.
Well,
So the problem was they had Angelico, Luther, and Serpentico win a fucking match on Dark Elevation, one of those stupid shows, in front of the Universal Orlando crowd.
right.
And then Tony Schiavone came in the ring and officially announced them as the Spanish announced project,
Right.
or something similar to Spanish announced
Program
team.
or whatever.
No, it was project.
Okay.
It was because they're the Chaos Project.
Right.
But now Serpentico's with them, and now they're a trio.
Right.
And the crowd allegedly was chanting SAP, or SAT if one of the guys believes it. But immediately they went to Facebook and Twitter, started making videos, cutting promos on them. One of them is threatening to sue for trademark. Like, this is the most insane bullshit I've ever heard.
I thought
in
this was
my
probably
life.
the most hilarious
Two guys getting worked over
story
something stupid.
for this week, and I genuinely said, I genuinely said that I knew this was gonna come out to be a problem. I knew it before
Before, yeah.
they said that. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
But it's stupid, right? I'm like, does anybody else think this is stupid? What's this building to? A fucking indie match that like 100 people or 10 people are gonna see?
I'm gonna say that this might be a reach. This is
A big reach.
trying to get Tony's attention to put him on their show. And in all honesty, you didn't need it because you have people in the business who would have put you in it.
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston, Homicide, who has some kind of connection with them.
Homicide was there.
There's
You have more friends, obviously, but it's just like, and these guys are talented. I've seen them this past year, and I like them a lot. Just that they're getting mad over something so stupid.
and
And by the time we're doing this, it's all dead. Nobody said a word.
Exactly.
What's everybody saying?
no. It's whatever. Stephen Bonner has passed away this past year. Stephen Bonner, the UFC competitor who had opened a door for the company in itself. He's one of these competitors who were hardcore, big body, knock them down kind of guys. Crazy that you will see him who actually connected with the wrestling universe as well. He has been part of the underground Bloodsport world and even competed in MLW and such. Stephen Bonner passed away this past week at 45 years old, and our condolences goes out to him, his family, and such. The only thing that I can say that ties into this is basically that
I wish
for guys like him who appreciated what professional wrestling is, that he's done great things to excel and promote the business, because a lot of people never would believe that a company's legit, and he made it look legit.
Yeah. Nothing else to add, really.
Why?
you basically took you said everything I wanted to say.
Oh,
What you said was perfect.
oh, you're such a fucking sweetheart. Thank you.
What up, Henry?
Oh shit. Dragon Lee. Wow. What? I know you got this. This you got. Dragon Lee signing to WWE?
More importantly, NXT.
Really?
WWE has been looking for their next Rey Mysterio, and they may have found it in Dragon Lee. The brother of AJ Lee, Keith Lee, and
Go on, sir. And Bruce Lee.
So at the AAA show, don't ask me what the fucking name of the show was. Him and his cousin Joe Listigo, the original Sin Cara, beat FTR for the AAA tag team titles, and immediately after the match, he cut a promo saying, "I'm signing with WWE next year," and dropped the belts, which is funny on its fucking self. But he revealed that he'd be starting in NXT early 2023. He said. So
You know what kills me about this is that you gave him the belt on your show,
yeah, and he dropped it.
and then he dropped it.
Well, reportedly they knew in a month in advance that he was going to sign.
Okay, so Conan is the one that basically runs that promotion.
Henry wrote he's going to be say that word, Saficon.
Yeah, I'm Spanish.
Sure.
I'm Spanish, and I'm like, okay. But at the same time, Conan would know the wrestling mindset to do it. For us, we would like me. I was like, how would you give the belt to him? Zafacon.
I don't know. Conan's weird. But as far as like
El Zafacon.
as far as what led to this decision, he didn't contemplate going with New Japan, but their relationship with CMLL, which is still the weirdest thing in wrestling, which is the relationship against CMLL and AAA. I don't get it. It's like two little children fucking fighting each other.
I think he really.
But
I think
realistically, he can't go to Japan, or it's not going to work out with him and his family. And
Right.
then, in regards with AEW, they seem to have an interest in him, but he really, I think, more of Andrade and Rush told them, nah.
Yeah.
We're not happy here, so you're not going to be happy.
You might as well make a move.
It's better to
Right.
go to WWE. You're gonna make your money and make a better impact.
No, you might be right about that.
Yeah, definitely. Rush definitely said something. They're related.
Yeah.
Because remember the last time he was on AEW television, they ripped off his mask, and that was never followed up on, or not even teased as an angle.
No, you might be right.
But
Don West passes away.
I didn't realize I was done.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
My bad. You should have told me.
Do I gotta do the signals. Don West passes away.
This was sad.
You would know. I know Don West as well. I remember Don West being a voice for like those QVCs, and you would like those.
I think I saw one video where he was trying to sell baseball cards, and the baseball cards fell on the floor. He goes, "Oh my god, hold on! I'm picking up this, and I'm picking up that." Like he wouldn't stop.
And he was the voice for like in my time zone, like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like, "You'll never know what it is to get a Bobby Bonds right now. You'll never get it." Yeah. Then to find out that he went to TNA.
Yeah.
I laughed at it. I was like, why? Because is he going to scream? But he gravitated to that job. But your genre,
Growing up
knew
watching
it.
wrestling, and mid 2005 turning into TNA, and hearing him just go like, "Oh my god, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, the Fallen Angel, Sanjay." Like he had a recognizable voice. Him and Mike Tenay are my top 5 favorite commentators. Definitely top 5 because they worked very well together. And Don West, man, he can sell you shit, and you want to buy it. The brown bag specials at the live events reportedly did more business than ever when he was doing it, and like people would honestly buy it just because Don West was a great salesman.
It's funny because I was raised in a generation of the Mean Gene Okerlunds and the Jesse Venturas and the Bobby Heenans. You guys had Don West. Mm-hmm. It's a good look, man. Like I said that many years that I wish I would be able to have that kind of voice that resonates to the audience, and Don West did it for you guys for that generation. And
Pat McAfee reminds me a lot of him.
yeah, I say that because he's a fan.
Yeah.
And I have to say that congratulations to his career and his life, because I hate to do the postmodern kind of because he died kind of thing. But for what he did for wrestling, especially for you guys, your generation and wrestling fans, big shout out and big love and
He will be
and
remembered.
condolences to the family and such and to the fan base. It's a crazy, sad thing that we have to deal with. Oh, back to the highlight again. AJ Styles got injured. That's crazy.
For like the first time ever in his career.
That's I mean, that's the way I looked at it.
He was never injured in Ring of Honor, New Japan, TNA. This guy has been solid for over 20 years at this point. Gets hurt just going outside the ring.
I mean,
He rolled his ankle.
have you ever?
Did he roll his ankle? Let me clarify, please.
Huh?
Correct me in the chat. Correct me in the chat what his injury was.
Yeah, he broke his ankle doing
Broke
it.
his ankle.
He broke it.
So he's out of Mania.
I'm an ankle guy because I play sports. You know, I have my moments in
Show off
the
your
year.
jersey.
you know.
Show off your football jersey.
You know what I mean? I have scored 4 touchdowns in one game with my.
But
But
I heard that one before.
but to break your ankle, that's big. That's something. And usually,
For a guy like him, who was really like, let's think of all the shit he's done over the years, and this is what caused the injury.
right at a live show.
That crazy bump he took off the Ultimate X. No, any insane bumps he took in TNA. No, getting thrown outside the ring, just rolling your fucking ankle and breaking it.
And
This kills the OC.
done at the live show. I don't think so.
Oh, they're done. I don't give a shit about Carl Anderson.
Why would you say that?
I don't give a shit about Gallows and Anderson without AJ Styles.
because we still have 2 tag titles stuck on one team. We're
Whoopee.
yeah. At least let's split the titles.
When? Until Mania.
Well, we're not seeing that, which we'll get to later on, but
Is there a developing story?
could be.
Okay.
Could be. I mean, let's not just hold it off to that.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm multitasking, people. Oh my goodness gracious!
CMLL have issues with Andrade, Rush, and Dragley because of some business issues. Yeah, children. Next,
Is that what it is?
the children. Not them three. Fuck.
But what it is though?
I don't know. Petty shit in Mexico.
But you know
The
who's the
fucking
head?
cartels are involved.
But you know who's the head for that, right?
Who?
Conan.
Well, AAA, yeah.
Yeah.
Who about CMLL?
So I'm like
Microman?
micro. Which, by the way,
He's about to get his ass kicked by Enzo.
oh my god,
That's a sidebar.
I'm not a real fan of this nonsense. I'm really not
If
a
he
fan
loses,
of
the
this.
mask goes.
I'm not a real fan of this. So let's lead up to the.
That's not the story.
No. Jesus. Max Caster and the Acclaim
woof.
opened up some weird doors talking about Jeff Jarrett. And Karen Angle, Karen Jarrett, Kurt Angle, and Jeff Jarrett didn't take any
They didn't yike
any oblige to this.
In the words of my 3-year-old nephew, they didn't yike it.
So what you get? So
Well,
let me hear your story about
we
this.
can work on 2 different angles of this. So Jared obviously is working because he works for AEW as director of live events. What live events? We'll see. But yeah, Jeff Jarrett's still fucking wrestling.
Exactly.
But in the lead up to the tag team title match, Max Caster cut a promo saying I forgot line exactly, but he mentioned Karen's ex-husband Kurt Angle, and then it just opened up the whole can of worms, where Karen went on Twitter and was annoyed that Max Caster had to use her name or the whole situation in his rap, and then Kurt Angle responded with, "Thanks for using my name to get over, kid," type thing. And then Karen got mad and said, "Don't you fucking open your mouth. I know all about your history. 24 years of bullshit. Hashtag Dawn Marie. Hashtag Kelly Kelly."
Yikes.
Yeah. And then then Kelly Kelly responded with, "Yeah, no, we were just co-workers. Thank you, though." That type of thing.
Yeah.
And Dawn Marie's like a nurse now. She had no comment. So I just want to mention she is a nurse now. She is married to Simon Diamond, I believe.
So why is this not just
An angle?
an angle? Yeah.
No.
Why do we have to make it more than what it is?
Because I think for all these years they've had enough.
Right.
Because then Jarrett went on his podcast and said that, when they came to TNA, they're already splits. They were divorced at that point. They weren't together. Me and Karen started going out, and then Dixie knew what the situation was, but didn't handle it right, and he just went off. He went off on everybody. He said, people can make fun of me for the Global Force Gold or GFW, all that bullshit, but leave my wife. Basically pulled to Will Smith. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Oh, whatever, you fucking dickheads. Shit.
You want me to mention?
No, I got it. AEW is not happy with Dax Harwood's podcast.
Speaking of opening up a can of fucking worms, the fucker started a podcast, and his first episode was basically, "My best friend CM Punk." I wasn't there, but my friend Punk called me later that night and told me, "Don't worry about it, I'm good."
Well, let's get to the.
He gave me $100 Starbucks gift card.
I give it to him.
I think all four of them should work out their differences. No, dummy. And now with those comments, he has heat.
I give it to him where I said that
What? Standing up for what you believe in?
No, I give it to him because they wanted to. Well, is it that Conrad's his podcast umbrella, isn't it?
No, I thought just he did it on his own.
No.
I don't know. I know.
That's under podcast. Conrad's fucking umbrella. That's their shit. They just lost Regals, so they wanted somebody. And he said,
I mentioned this to you before. I think Kurt is no longer affiliated with him.
Did you hear the episode?
I heard this. I listened to his comments.
The thing.
I think it's just, to me, very tone deaf for what the current situation is, because it's obviously this man is not coming back, but this man sounded basically not defending, but more just showing what he saw of CM Punk.
Right.
Like I mentioned,
but the other thing too is
he gave him and the other.
But the other thing too with this podcast, he's like, I'm not the kind of guy to break kayfabe. I want because when you heard him on the podcast,
right,
when there were certain topics, he was sitting there and go, I don't really want to say, because he's the kind of guy that doesn't want to embellish on what goes on the back.
Meanwhile, he's trying to negotiate a new deal with someone.
But he's never mentioned it, though.
No, I know, but
right.
If we are to believe him and
the only
Cash's
thing that
deal
he
are
wanted
ups.
to tell about the CM Punk thing was that Punk had a love for wrestling again because of the promotion.
Right.
So I
even claimed that Punk didn't want to win the belt.
So do you think? Because I'm seeing in social media scribes that there's talks of CM Punk coming back to AEW.
Very doubt.
Do you see it?
No. I don't see it at all. I don't see them four working anything out.
Interesting.
Can't wait to be proven wrong.
Yeah, me. I'm the same as well. I'm one of those that if you,
At this point, with the last year, anything could fucking happen.
I'm one of those that says that if you say that there's a possibility, I'll co-side with it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also the side of like, you really have to show and prove for that. Mm-hmm. You have to show that. And with Punk, yeah, that's definitely that way. Mm-hmm. Biff Busick. Do you know who Biff Busick is?
Only working.
Oni Loken is
Not
making
close.
his return to wrestling. Matter of fact,
Well, WWE.
I mean to WWE. But he's
Now a co-trainer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was there fucking long enough. He could be a
Yeah,
trainer.
good for him.
He did say that his career is not stopped. It's not over, but it's on hold.
Right.
Good for him though.
For that to be said, I'm like,
It fits.
especially for him. Get that money.
For a guy that was in that development assistant for so many years, he understands it. He probably knows what WWE wants and can help the newer guys work in the ring.
Like I said,
Perfect spot for him.
get that money, fam.
Yep.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I'm upset with the masses, but I'm also upset with the individual. Dana White and his wife, and I only say this because Dana White has been tied to wrestling for forever. Dana White and his wife had an altercation that occurred at a club, and
I've seen the video.
yes, and
Very shocking.
he and his wife had an altercation. The wife slaps him, and he slaps her back.
As soon as I saw that video, I looked on the TV. He's promoting a slap fighting show. So I'm like, uh-oh. Bad timing.
What's this?
Slap fighting championship. Oh, fuck me.
Right.
First round.
For me, I have to say that
So can you go into more detail? Like, what was the main thing about it?
you don't know. You don't know the real issue for it.
Oh, it was just a video showing him smacking his wife?
Right. From what you could perceive to what it was, it could have just been like, babe, you're drunk right now.
Knock it off.
You knock it off. And she got stupid and slapped. And he was like, fuck that, I slapped your ass back. And I'm gonna be honest with you people. I would have done the same shit. Fuck that. Slap your ass. Fuck that. But you know what's crazy? I'm not a fucking celebrity. That's the difference. I'm not a celebrity. You're being fucking videoed by everybody. You know what pissed me off was that his wife didn't sit there and go, I deserved it. She gonna eat it. She's gonna eat it. So
Yeah.
that's
Kapow.
funny. Money in the bank. Shorty, what you drinking? We got money in the bank. Shorty, what you drinking? Money in the Bank is going to be in London.
In the O2 Arena.
That is great. I love that. I'm a big fan of this shit.
I mean, the success of Clash of the Castle should lead to this. Obviously, it should have led to this.
I've always been a big fan of the
UK shows?
UK shows anyway. Yeah. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm assuming the show is probably going to air started 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is fine. No, let's be real, too. The Clash of the Castle was great, honestly. But, because I'm thinking if they tape it and then play it later, that's going to probably be...
That's
going to be the issue where people go spoil things hours ahead of us in America
London
watching it.
is, what is it? I believe is...
Many hours different.
I think it's 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like when they do Raw and SmackDown, we get the results
Right
after they do it.
Right. So I think it's okay for us in the States to get it at 12.
Yeah. And by 4, we're good.
Yeah.
And the rest of the night for us.
I think it's fine. But for me, when I heard this, I was like, Yes, well deserved. Well deserved that they should get the Money in the Bank.
And I'll add. Let me add this. I thought an end to the gimmick pay-per-views was gonna be one of these, and we might get this at Mania. But it does make sense to have Money in the Bank as a standalone pay-per-view
Right.
because now it's one of the major. It's a major 5 pay-per-view for them.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm a big fan of this, and I know these guys are going to turn it up for us. Big things for that. Big things.
Don't ask us who's winning.
And on my end, I put this on because of what recently occurred in the NFL this past week.
It was scary.
Lamar Hamlin had a horrific incident that occurred during their game. And
Which didn't look that bad.
when you saw it,
Yeah.
and it instantly reminded me of two things. The first thing was you wouldn't know about it because you probably weren't born. Hank Gathers
No.
in the college game where he passed out and he died because they didn't have the necessary equipment for him
They
to
didn't have
resuscitate.
like a respirator or anything.
The AD, they didn't have that. But they didn't know about this. They didn't know about it. And the second one that it reminded me of was Jerry Lawler with with Ziggler.
We basically died on Raw.
Right. And both instances are the same because it's not about health or what it is. It's about impact. With Lawler, remember, Dolph Ziggler was doing the elbow drops on him.
Yeah.
He did 10 of them, and that's what stopped his heart.
Yeah.
And with Hamlin, it was the same. I was reminiscing about it because of both situations, and I give big shout outs and kudos to the medical team that was around, especially for the Jerry Lawler incident, because they weren't aware of what it was, and they were able to resuscitate him, and
Bring him back.
and he said that himself. He said, "I died. I was dead. I was gone." With Hamlin, he was dead twice.
They only took the tube out Thursday and Friday, and he was talking.
It's beautiful because of the sense of situation. And I bring this to my my thought process of the correlation between wrestling and football, NFL, is because they both work on contracts, regardless of what people say. You'll always see that wrestlers are independent contractors, but they're not treated that way. They're not.
Hell no.
They're not on the same basis. But with that being said, with professional wrestlers, they always know how to look out for each other. And my love for football, because I've been a football fan before I was the only thing that shadowed it before that was wrestling. I was a wrestling fan before sports, but NFL and football, came right after it. I always believed that those guys should look out for each other as well. When you're in the ring with a wrestler, you look out for them. You protect them because they have to make money like you make money. I think the days have gone past where once you're under contract, you don't give a fuck. And it sucks that it's like that way. For me, for the masses of wrestling right now, protecting your opponent or the person you're in the ring with makes more sense than anything. And I would like to believe that that occurs in all sports, but it's not. It's not. Especially with the NFL. The NFL has the highest rate of injuries than any other sports. Highest rate of casualties and lifespan in careers. And I'll share this probably later on in another episode, but I just wanted to share the correlation between wrestling and football, where I will, in my dream world, is that with football, you would want to protect the person that you are playing against, but you don't have to give the high hard hit.
Yeah.
You know how to hit somebody. You know how to play against somebody. You know that you don't have to do that extra hit or that extra tackle on somebody. But with them, that's how they're taught, and that's how the game is. And it's unfortunate that we have to deal with that in this day. And it doesn't really correlate with Hamlin's injury or his situation, because what happened with him is different.
Yeah.
But with any injuries that occur, I'm more inclined to say that step your game up where you can protect the other guy.
Right.
With that, we have Mike's Corner. You gotta look at what you got. What else you got left?
I got a couple of things.
Okay.
Fresh from getting out of jail, Dominic got engaged.
Congratulations, sir.
Good for him. Young kid about to start a new life.
Oh, everybody was going, oh, I think that Rhea Ripley's going to be upset about that.
Marks. She's fine. I also have Rebby Sky who slammed for Gothic Baby TikToks. Have you been seeing this on her social media?
No.
She shares TikToks of like her youngest child in like a goth style bedroom with a crib. Everything's like all blacked out, and people will start slamming her for exploiting her baby. Just be like, oh, like you're only following the Wednesday fad or bullshit.
Whatever. In any case, I don't care. Anyway.
WWE drops trademark lawsuit against Ryback, so Ryback can officially use his WWE
And
name.
breaking news. No one's going to book him anywhere.
We'll see. Like I said, a lot of things happened the fucking past years.
No one's booking him. He's burned bridges. No one's booked. He had the opportunity to go under another name, and he didn't.
He fought for this one.
Whatever. He's
And he
the
won.
modern day Ultimate Warrior.
That's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Triple H lifts no indie scouting decree, so officially starting now, indie talent are now being scouted out again.
Good.
Yep. So expect a lot of your top indie.
I
guys.
think on the
guys
low
like Jordan Oliver and Blake Christian will definitely be picked
I
up
think
again.
on the low key it was done anyway, so I don't see that
It's just that now it's been official.
It's
It's now official.
whatever decree was there, it's already been done. All right.
And last but not least, but a lot of the NXT UK talent are still dealing with visa issues. Talent such as Blair Davenport, all members of Gallus, Doudrop. If you notice they haven't been on TV, that's because they are stuck overseas dealing with visa working issues.
Right.
And WWE is hopefully working to resolve them soon.
Yeah. And then that will lead us to the the main event this week will be that I've changed my underwear. I've been rocking the same underwear for what? What?
No.
What?
No.
What is it? I've been wearing the same underwear for 3 weeks. I changed it last week because it got a little bit stinky.
You got a stain?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little one?
Small.
Was it named Teddy Hart?
No.
Was as big as him?
That's a big stain. I had more of a
Ric Flair.
indie promoter, enter name here kind of promotion, kind of stain.
That doesn't pay the boys.
No, that kind of thing. No.
Woofa.
What's the main event?
You tell me.
Vince McMahon has made a comeback. What? Are we walking away?
I wanna.
Why?
Fuck him.
You dropped the headphones for this?
Yes. Protest.
Vince McMahon has done a business move to where he has definitely said that
Fuck you.
I'm gonna come back regardless of what you guys believe, and the reason why I'm coming back is to sell the company. He done muscled his way in. He done got 3 people fired. Well,
Great.
not fired. Company wise, excused.
Taken off the board.
Excused. Brought in his peoples, and
Which one of them I think is his former lawyer?
right. I'm not gonna go too much in depth about this because I might.
We're still learning.
I'm gonna share it because there's a lot to be talked about it because there's more stories. I'm gonna probably do it for a
Cutting a promo.
cutting a promo. But for this, I'm gonna say I'm not that much worried about it. But I want to hear your thoughts about this.
This is only the beginning of this evil fucking maniac trying to take back what was his. He couldn't stay away. He had to come straight back. This fucker's like, oh, I received bad advice. I wonder who gave you bad advice. And he said, oh, if I waited around, it was just gonna blow over.
Right.
No, it wasn't. As long as your fucking old ass stayed there, kept jumping off steel steps and making an ass out of yourself on TV, more stories were gonna break. More stories were gonna break until they told you go away. And you coming back just spits in the face of what Triple H has been doing and your daughter has been doing. It's like, I understand, like, you are still the owner of this company and you can choose who you want to sell to, but it's like, it's just gonna be, it's just gonna be like that fucking annoying guy that's by Gorilla, by Triple H. Like, oh, you should do this, pal, or I'd be doing that, or why are you doing this? Like, that's what's gonna start happening. And I just love the reports of, oh, the roster was pissed. It's like, I don't have to see like the amount of people, and I know who those people are. Those are the people that got fired by him, that just came back. They're like, oh my God, here we go. We're about to get fired again. Like, what the fuck?
I'm more of the premise to where, yes, I know that Vince will sit there and put his 2 cents into certain shit.
Right.
But I'm more on the optimistic to where he's on the sale. What's your thoughts about the sale prospect of that?
I don't know. Honestly, I need to know more because with who's interested in it, because I saw a lot of names on.
No,
social
but I'm
media.
saying no, not that. But if he came in just for the sale, is that a good for it?
That's fine because, like I said, he's the owner. He has the final decision on that. I mean, him and Nick Khan, the last few years were making sure the budget was right to be sold.
Right.
That's why all the budget cuts. That's why they did them in the first place, was to make money or save money in their eyes for a potential suitor.
Yeah, I don't think that people are upset in the business to him come to rattle the creative.
That's what the fear is.
Yeah, that's what my thought was. Is like I don't need him to come back for that shit.
That's the problem.
If he's coming back to sell the company, I don't care. I really don't care.
As long as he doesn't interfere with like Raw or SmackDown, what the fuck the future. Developing talent was not his fucking thing.
There's only one thing that I would care about when it comes to this is that sell it to
The right person, the right people.
sell it to our people, meaning our statewide people.
I know where you're going with
Don't sell it to the Saudis. Don't do that. Do what you can to keep it in house. And the plus is that, which was told by many of the talent, was
Oh, you have the quote.
yeah. Give me a sec. Because I was gonna save it for
It was something to the effect of like, no worries, everything's still the same. Everything's how it's gonna be. Blah blah blah.
Early today, after the blah, this year's ran. We revealed that the day-to-day will not be changing, and with the return of Vince, it's not noted that the sale could be a huge positive, but they would be looking to a potential sale offers before negotiating with the fees, and then we get a basic rundown, which is the potential sales could be to Comcast, NBC Universal, which is where the Peacock is at now. We have Fox, where SmackDown is at. Disney's another potential. Warner Brothers, which is the Discovery, Netflix, Amazon, Endeavor, Liberty Media, and the Saudis. I think I'll go more in depth later on with the cutting a promo of my thoughts about it. But for what I see, what it is right now, as long as he doesn't fuck with what's going on with the day-to-days, that's it. Just let it go.
Can we actually see a Royal Rumble booked by Triple H?
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like the timing is horrible too. It's like the first week of the year and you couldn't help yourself.
No, I think
It just seems so calculated.
it's always going to be calculated with him.
Yeah,
But
that's the problem. It's him.
But there's also although
He's like a fucking water bug that doesn't want to die.
Although he has a power of majority of certain things,
Right.
it's there.
Yeah.
It's okay to see how this transpires. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I'm not that worried about him interfering and creative. Let the creative flow and let everything. If it's all about selling, let it be a sell process. Let it be about the higher business aspect. We're good with that. That's what everybody got shook about it. The big thing about it is that people are going, oh, you know what's a great thing is that fucking Tony Khan buys it. And it's like, no, stupid. And I'll discuss that on the next episode. But other than that, guys, when we come back, we have Around the Square Circle, much to talk about and much to be a part. And thank you guys who are watching and being a part of the live stream and much more. So don't go away. We'll have much to talk about. See you guys in a sec.